changing the apartment around, changing the house, excuse me, straightening it up, moving things, moving books from one bedside table to a bedside table in the other room. He's also making a mess as opposed to cleaning up the house. And so, at this point, you see him just moving all things. There's also a shot where he is, with his arm, he's sweeping out a few, let's just say, marital aids into a drawer of a bedside table. And at that point, he's in the bathroom and he's making a mess. He's dumping shavings from the electric razor into the sink. He's at one point, we'll explain it in a second, but at one point now, he's made so much noise running around the house, he's awakened his partner, Gable.
Housemate. Housemate.
Jason, what's with all the noise?
Oh, did I wake you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you never answered my question.
Straighten up the house.
But you're making a mess. But that doesn't answer my question.
My mother will be here for dinner in less than 8 hours.
I thought she was next week.
No, her schedule changed. Something about one of my father's campaign stops being canceled. And she's notoriously early, so it's really like 6 hours.
Well, that apple fell from the tree and rolled down the hill.
Ha, funny. Oh, and BTW, by the way, I never actually told her.
That's the answer. You're kidding. She has to know. Surely she's figured it out by now.
Let's not go through that whole routine again.
Okay, and there's going to be an insert clip here where it jumps from a clip to a side little scene where the two of them are behind podiums and there's a moderator and they're having a debate about who's the most straight acting. It's a real quick thing. The moderator says,
"It's time to open the debate. Which one is more straight acting?"
Relax. Just shut the doors. She won't snoop.
Oh, ye have too much faith in my mother. One time, when I was 13, she just opened my bedroom door without knocking.
My mother, an ACLU lawyer, did the same thing.
I was doing my homework.
Oh, that's a shock. You were jacking off as usual. You're a screamer. She probably thought you were hurt. Besides, all 13-year-old boys do their homework.
With their feet tied to the bedpost and leather gags, you know?
Okay, maybe not, but wow, you really started early. All men forget to lift the toilet seat. Not all of us are neat and tidy.
sorry about that, my apologies. What happens here is that Jason is in the bathroom, he's, like I say, he's making a mess. Gable he steps in behind him and goes to the toilet, all right? Well, Gable starts to lift up the toilet seat. Jason slaps it back down. Lifts it up, Jason slaps it back down. That's when he says,
All men forget to lift the toilet seat, and all of us are not neat and tidy.
Hey, I'm neat.
And not and not all of us are slobs. Bradford cleans his house, not Kim.
The jury's still out of Bradford.
Trust me, he isn't.
Take a Navy shower, Gable. The water rates went up again. So, Julia, what are you going to fix for dinner?
Oh no, don't bring me into this production.
Are you kidding me? You owe me.
Oh, you for what?
Oh, how quickly you have forgotten. Your mother's visit 2 years ago?
in this shot, it's a flashback. Jason is putting some toothpaste, except it's not toothpaste on his toothbrush. It is a cream that women use in certain parts of their body.
This doesn't smell minty fresh. Gable!
In flashback.
That's dirty pool. I know something about dirty pool.
Insert clip. Gable is at a pool, and he has a little net from which he is sweeping out a candy bar. Insert clip.
I'm desperate. So, Julia, what are you going to fix?
My guest chef today is